Hi, Nancy Burt-Preece here, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I want to share with you a sneak peek that is coming available to you in May. It is the Ouch dies and the Ouch stamp set, which I knew I had to get right away because it makes great get well cards. I'm also pairing it with Friendly Foliage. Oops, let me get this one out. I think the Feel Better and the Thinking of You is pretty close in the font. So let me show you what you need to make this simple card. And I actually cased it from the information we got from Stampin' Up! About this card. So that's how I cased this design. Sometimes people are like, oh no, I don't need to take a catalog. You really do, because they have great ideas in them. So if somebody offers you one, you take it, because you can always use their ideas even if you don't have the stamp set. So I'm going to use Real Red 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have my inside white 4 by 5 1/4, and my outside crumb cake 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to just get this one a little bit. Then I'm going to show you how we're going to use the new Stampin' Positioner to stamp the sentiment. And I use the dies to cut out 3 red hearts. So I'm going to put this to the side, put some of this to the side, and I'm going to get out some scrap paper because you are going to be doing a lot of stamping off. Now what I'm doing is I'm using 3 stamp colors: Real Red, Early Espresso, and Crumb Cake. I'm going to start with my Early Espresso, and I'm going to come through and I'm going to start on a corner. And I am not being super specific on how I'm doing this because it doesn't need to be. I'm just doing them on a diagonal. They might not be spaced 100% apart, and I'm okay with that. It's just a lot of Band-Aids. If you are really having a problem with that, you can line it up with your grid paper. And there we go. That's how long it took me to do that. Very quick. I'm not spending a ton of time on it. I'm just getting the Band-Aids on. Now I'm going to get my crumb cake, and I'm going to add the end of the Band-Aid. And once again, you can see I'm spending not very much time. It seemed weird if you didn't have an end on it. Could you cut them out and put them on? Yes. But for my classes, I figured people would be happier stamping them. And I'm not sure it makes a ton of difference. So I kind of like them stamped. Then I'm going to use that crumb cake and put the cross in the middle. My husband's like, it should be a red cross. It probably should be, but I'm using crumb cake because I like the red hearts on there. Once again, I am casing this from the concept artists at Stampin' Up! So they didn't put the cross on there, but I liked it. Okay, now I've got that part done. I'm going to just stamp my inside part. And instead of, I wasn't thinking when I did it, Feel Better, Get Well, I'm like, well, you could. And I'll have them both. But I decided for this one, I'm going to put Thinking of You, because I think that would look better on the inside. Like, I know you're, oops, I got something. I'll do it this way. I know you're having a rough time right now. I'm thinking of you. And I added some little hearts on the bottom. Put this one over, move this one up. I always start in the middle or one on each end and line them up. Can you add more hearts? Yep, one time I did, one time I didn't. That's a personal preference. So now I have my inside ready. I can go ahead and adhere that. Once again, my classes in the middle to end of April get to make this, but it will be available to you in May, early May. It's an online exclusive. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. And then I'm going to show you my Stampin' Positioner, which I was just using at a workshop with my upline this weekend. And I'm like, I'm going to get better at this because I want to use it with my customers and my classes. So it comes like this. You remember that the small holes go on the top. What I did is I made this, I lined it up, put Feel Better Soon on the top part of it. I have my 2 magnets holding it on. I'm going to put my little piece that I've got cut out like a puzzle right there. Just put that right in there so it fits. Make sure you got it in there. Like all thumbs today. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to once again ink this up. If a little bit gets on the screen, it's totally fine. Make sure you can see these little holes go in there. Now, right now, it's not touching, so it's not stamping anything. I have to push it down for it to actually stamp. I'm going to lift it up, and that comes right off. And look how perfectly that's lined up. Is that the coolest thing? And then you, of course, will clean that. I'll do that after off camera. I'm going to pop that up. A couple of people in my classes, I'm saying, what kind of cards do you want? And they're like, we need Get Well and we need Sympathies. So I just am trying to do some cards that are very useful. We all have people that we could use a Get Well card for. And of course, sympathy, unfortunately, we all need a lot of those. So trying to make some different cards in the month of April. I'm going to pop that up and put it right here. And then I'm going to dab. I have my 3 hearts. Well, I thought I had 3. Here's my other one. And I'm going to put just a little dab of glue. Not a lot. Just a little. If you put too much, it's going to go all over. And you can put your hearts anywhere you want. There is no rhyme or reason to it. I'm trying to make sure I put the glue on the back, but if you have a depressed part on the front, that looks good too. And here you've got your cute and simple Feel Better Soon card. I think I like thinking of you better on the inside, but guess what? If you come to my class, you get a choice. So I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek from the May online exclusives and have a great day.